Flying a commercial airplane is a complex task that requires the coordination of multiple crew members. To ensure a safe flight, the aviation industry relies on a concept called Crew Resource Management, or CRM. I'm Tarek, an airline pilot turned software developer turned bizjet pilot. I'd like to talk to you about the definition of CRM. The definition of CRM is something that often comes up in airline interviews, and it's something professional crew think about every day. So, what is it? CRM is all about communication, teamwork, and decision making. It's about making sure everyone on the crew is on the same page, so we can work together to safely operate the aircraft. But despite its importance, CRM is not always easy to implement. Pilots and cabin crew have different roles and responsibilities, and they may come from different backgrounds and cultures. In addition, heavy workloads, differences in personality and ideology, or poor implementation of standard operating procedures can very quickly result in loss of CRM at the most critical phases of flight. External factors such as weather conditions, air traffic control, and mechanical issues all have to be taken into consideration, and CRM is a tool that can help combat these threats. ATC works closely with the flight crew to make sure they have the information they need to make decisions. But sometimes the information they have is limited, and that can put even more pressure on the crew. CRM is not just about communicating with others, however. The R means resource. That includes everything, including avionics, charts, training, and sometimes something as simple as looking out of the window. The skill for excellent CRM is knowing when to use the resource and which resource to use, and to be able to create a picture from that. It's an incredibly complex skill, which takes years to develop enough to become the commander of an aircraft, and one which can never be perfected. One of the keys to effective CRM is a culture of open communication and continuous improvement. We need to be willing to learn from our mistakes and adapt to changing circumstances. The most famous and deadly aviation accident in history is an excellent example of aviation learning from its mistakes and improving CRM as a result. On March 27th of 1977, two Boeing 747s collided on the runway of Los Rodeos Airport, now Tenerife North Airport. The collision resulted in the deaths of 583 people, making it the deadliest aviation accident in history. The accident was caused by many things. Crucially, some miscommunication between the air traffic controller and the pilots of the two planes, which resulted in the KLM 747 taking off without clearance and colliding with the other airplane on the runway. Captain Van Zanten was one of KLM's most senior captains and had previously served as the chief flight instructor for the airline. He was also a member of KLM's safety board and had been involved in the investigation of previous accidents. In fact, when management at KLM had caught wind of the accident, Van Zanten was the first person they called, still unaware that he had been in command of the accident aircraft. The first officer on the flight, Klaas Muurs, was also an experienced pilot with over 7,000 flight hours. He had been with KLM for over 10 years and had previously flown for the Royal Netherlands Air Force. The flight engineer, Willem Schroeder, had been with KLM for 22 years and was also an experienced pilot with over 7,000 flight hours as well. He had previously flown as a captain on KLM's Lockheed Electra fleet. With such an experienced crew, it was difficult to understand how such an accident could have taken place. The investigation revealed that Captain Van Zanten was in a bad mood and an intimidating figure for the other crew members. He ran a steep command gradient in the flight deck, making it difficult for the other two crew members to speak up whenever they noticed discrepancies. The first officer and flight engineer, it transpired, had doubts on whether they had actually received a takeoff clearance. It seems that they might have even suspected that another aircraft was on the runway, even if they couldn't see it through the thick fog. When one of them raised the issue, the captain dismissed them, wanting to take off before they ran out of flight duty time, and he wasn't questioned again. The disaster highlighted the importance of effective communication and the need for standardized procedures in aviation. Radio telephony phraseology has since become more standardized, and training now has promoted a shallow command gradient in the flight deck, encouraging captains to nurture an environment where crew can openly voice their opinions without fear of retaliation. Today, aviation is at its safest, and it is in large part thanks to strict adoptions of procedures and CRM. So, the next time you fly, remember that behind the scenes, there are multiple crew members working together to ensure your safety. And the message of CRM is that by working together and continuously improving, we can make air travel even safer. I'm Tarek Merriface. I'll see you guys next time, and happy flying.